Let's understand the text. Question number 1. What did the writer experience in the restaurant? Answer. The writer went to a vegetarian restaurant in the lunch time. The restaurant was crowded. The writer chose the corner table and skimmed through the newspaper. Question number 2. What did he notice there? Answer. The writer noticed a very young girl looking at him. Her eyes were large and they had a sad expression. When she was going out, she asked the cashier in a low voice that whether the writer was an Indian. Question number 3. What was the writer's first impression of the girl? Answer. The writer noticed a young girl whose eyes were large and had sad expression, and when she inquired about him to the cashier, the writer became curious. Her eyes that had sad emotions made him think that the girl had some problem. Question number 4. What made the writer surprised? Answer. The girl was looking at the writer and wanted to know whether he was an Indian. When she inquired about him to the cashier and once again looked at the writer was surprised. Question number 4. What made the writer surprised? Answer. The girl was looking at the writer and wanted to know whether he was an Indian. When she inquired about him to the cashier and once again looked at the writer was surprised. Question number 5. Why did he inquire from the cashier? Answer. He noticed that the girl was interested to know about him, and when she asked the cashier about the writer, it made writer curious to know what it was exactly. So he went to the cashier and inquired about the girl from him. Question number 6. What information did he get from the cashier? Answer. The cashier told the writer that the girl went to that restaurant one Saturday. She went to the restaurant and paid only because she did not earn much. Question number 7. Where did the writer go on the next Saturday? Answer. The writer went to the same restaurant where he had noticed that girl. Question number 8. Why did he arrange the chair opposite hers? Answer. The writer went to the same restaurant and saw the same girl sitting at the same table as before. He took the chair and arranged opposite to her because he wanted to have a conversation with her. Question number 9. What query did the girl make about the writer? Answer. The girl asked the writer whether he was an Indian. Question number 10. What impression did the writer have about the family of the girl? Answer. The writer came to know from the girl that her brother was a soldier and was serving in India. Her brother was the only guardian of her family. She lived with her widow mother. The writer understood that the both of them, especially her mother, wanted to know about him and was worried of him. Question number 11. How was the writer treated at Maggie's house? Who was there to welcome him? Answer. The writer went to Maggie's house with her. He was welcomed with eagerness and smile. He was treated with happiness and respect. Mrs. Bethy, Maggie's mother, welcomed him. Question number 12. What was Mrs. Bethy doing when the writer met her? Why was she unwilling to go for a handshake? Answer. देखिए लिखनी हो. Mrs. Bethy was making cakes when he... Question number 13. Why did the girl usually visit the restaurant on Saturdays? Answer. The girl did not earn much. She visited the restaurant on Saturdays because it was her paydays. Question number 14. What did Mrs. Bethy believe about the ring? Answer. Mrs. Bethy had believed that the ring was special and magical. She believed that one can know about a distant person when one gazes into it and concentrates on it. Question number 15. What made the author to tell a lie about the ring? Answer. Maggie instead the author to look into the ring and tell her mother that Frankie was alive and well. The author thought that it would not be okay to lie once for making Mrs. Bethy recover from her illness. Question number 16. Did the telling of a lie benefit Mrs. Bethy? Answer. Yes, telling of lie did benefit Mrs. Bethy. When the author looked into the ring and told Mrs. Bethy that Frankie was alive and well, she raised her head a little off the pillow. The news made her happy and soon she was recovered. Question number 17. Why did the writer feel guilty about himself? Answer. When the writer calculated and realized that Frankie had been killed before some day when he had lied about his well-being to his mother, the realization of his lie made him feel guilty. Question number 18. What was Maggie's gift to the writer? Answer. When the writer told Maggie that he was going to India, he also told her that he would visit her brother's grave and write to her. Then Maggie thanked him and gave him a shilling which she had earned with much toil. She wanted the author to buy flowers from a shilling and lay on her brother's grave. A shilling earned from her hard work was Maggie's gift to the writer. Question number 19. Why was it a priceless gift? Answer. The girl's economic condition was not so good and she earned every penny with much toil. A shilling that she earned with much toil represents her greatest gift for her brother. It shows her unconditional love for him. Question number 20. Did Maggie love her brother dearly? Give reasons. Answer. Maggie loved her brother Frankie with all her heart. Her love for him was unconditional. She had to take much effort to earn single penny and she kept a shilling for buying flowers for her brother's grave. This act shows how deep her love was for her brother. Let's understand the text better. Question number 1. Why did the writer choose the corner table in the restaurant? Answer. the writer went to a vegetarian restaurant. The restaurant was crowded and some of the chairs and tables were pushed into a corner. So the writer chose the corner table and skimmed through the newspaper. Question number 2. How did the writer start a conversation with the young girl? Answer. The writer went to the same restaurant and saw the same young girl seated on the same chair. He sat opposite to her and wished her good afternoon. In this way, he started a conversation with the young girl. Question number 3. How could the writer guess the girl to be poverty-stricken? Answer. When the writer noticed the girl for the first time, he saw that her eyes were sad. Then he got to know from the cashier that she visited the restaurant only on Saturdays, which were her paydays. From the above details, the writer guessed that the girl was stricken by poverty. Question number 4. Which of the following do you think the author will talk about after meeting the girl? ऑप्शन दिया है ऑप्शन ए मीटिंग द गर्ल अगेन, बी इंक्वायरिंग अबाउट हर नेचर ऑफ वर्क, सी अबाउट हर फैमिली, डी ऑल द अबव. Correct answer is about her family. Question number 5. I was moved by what he said. What impression did the writer get about the girl? Answer. When the cashier told the writer that the girl visited only her paydays, Saturday, the writer was shocked. He felt sad for that young girl who worked so hard and earned. Question number 6. What impression did the girl have on India? Answer. The girl had decent knowledge about India. The girl and her mother wanted to know about India more from the writer. They both thought that there were many snakes and tigers in India and those animals killed people. They also believed that the ring that Frankie had sent them from India was magical and could tell about the distant person when gazed at it. Maggie read in books that Indian people loved the truth. Question number 7. Will it be too much of a lie? Why did the girl say so? Answer. The girl's mother was ill and this made the girl worried. She requested the writer to look into the ring and tell her mother that his son was alive and well. She told him lie to make her mother feel fine and it was just a white lie. She thought that such white lie won't be too much to ask for, so he instead the writer to lie. Question number 8. Why did the writer feel ashamed to face Mrs. Bethy at the time of his return to India? Answer. The writer went to meet Mrs. Bethy and Maggie before leaving to India. He then came to know that both of them were in mourning and Frankie had been killed on the frontier. He then found that Frankie had died before some days. He told Mrs. Bethy that he was alive and well. This made him guilty. His lie made feel ashamed to face Mrs. Bethy at the time of his departure. Question number 9. Why is the shilling Maggie presented to the writer was an invaluable offering? Answer. Maggie did not earn much whatever she earned, it was after much toil, and she gave a shilling to the writer to buy flowers to keep on her brother's grave. A shilling holds much value in her life, and that she offered to the writer. A shilling was more than a penny. It was the greatest gift. It was symbol of love and sacrifice. F. Let's learn some words. Example 1. There is an dash of anger on his face. Express दिया है bracket रे. There is an expression of anger of his face. सेमती 2 number. He made his dash from the scene after a dialogue. Departure. 3. She performed well at her first dash opportunity. 4. She showed a dash for my past life. Curiosity. 5. I had a conversation with my friend. Conversation hela. 6. You need a lot of concentration on the subject to understand it perfectly. Concept hochi. B. Look at the following dialogues carefully and write them in the correct sequence as they occur in the story. Correct sequence re हम लिखिवा. Correct sequence. First habo number 7. Are you an Indian? My brother is in India. Second habo number 6. May I know your name? Third habo number 4. Excuse me, my hands are covered with flour. Tapre number 8 habo. What kind of country is India, sir? Tapre habo. My son is in the Punjab. He is a soldier. Tapre habo 9. Number 9 habo. So Mr. Gupta the ring which your brother sent you. Tapre number 10. Mrs. Vethi, your son is alive. He is well. Next, number 2. Are you leaving today? She asked. Tapre number 3. When I go to that part of the country, or I shall visit your brother's grave and write to you. Tapre habo number 1. How can I wave her? Thank you, she said. C. Study the following combination of words. One is adjective and the other is noun. Examples: fill in the gaps choosing the appropriate adjective on has been done for you. Number I hope that some miraculous change will occur. Number 2. The children have dash appetite. कौन होगा? No, virtuous. Number 3. There are some dash news for the child. Sad news for the child. Ivy. She suffered from a serious illness. Number V. He leads a healthy life all the time. VI. He started with a brief description of the subject. VII. He attends every weekly meeting. VIII. Ramesh is the only child of his father. D. Compound adjectives are beautifully formed with the adding of noun with participle. One of such compound adjectives is used in the text. In column A there are the nouns and in column B there are participle kept in disordered manner. You are to match them and make compound adjective. The first noun becomes the adjective. A. B दिया है A column B column. Mouth eaten, heart broken, bed ridden, hand made. Words in the circle are not written in order. Put them in order and make sentence. देखो फर्स्ट राउंड दिखाई वेयरिंग सी द वाज मोथ इटेन क्लथ ओल्ड सेंटेंस कौन हम ना सी वाज वेयरिंग द ओल्ड मोथ इटेन क्लथ तापर राउंड रे इज चाइल्ड द completely and ill bedridden. The child is completely ill and bedridden. Government the helped by peasant poverty stricken where the sentence about the poverty stricken peasant were helped by the government. तापर अच्छी receive she was news से through हबो she was heart broken to receive the news. तापर अच्छी table the one the toy the is handmade. Sentence हबो the toy on the table is handmade. I supply the correct form of the verb to fill in the gaps in the following narration. When the match was coming to an end, I tell अच्छी bracket रे I was told by my father to leave the stadium quickly to attend to my cousin at the hospital where he bring to haba where he was brought by an ambulance. I was shocked to hear this. An auto rickshaw had arranged, and I reached the hospital and then to the ward in no time. I saw that my cousin hand was bandaged and was lying on the bed with a saline hanging on a stand beside the bed. The nurse told me he was injected with antibiotics. H. Let's write. There are a few dialogues between the teacher and Deepak. Some dialogues are omitted. Fill in the dialogues according to the sequence. A few hints are given in the bracket. Teacher. Deepak, please come here if you have finished writing. Deepak. Sir, it is over. तापर टीचर कौन पचारला डिमांड द कॉपी गिव मी द कंप्लीट राइटिंग दीपक here is my copy sir the question was difficult teacher do you have any questions Deepak yes sir we were taught this subject twice but are confused. Teacher checking the note. Deepak, is the sentence correct? Deepak, sir, this sentence was actually told by you. Teacher, it is just and correct. Deepak, sir, I remember your words. Rome was not built in a day. Teacher. How was it? Asked to know his response. Deepak, sir, I was greatly moved by it. Teacher, where did you learn this sentence? Deepak, sir, I found this sentence in a book. Teacher, where did you get the book from? Deepak, I bought the book in the exhibition. There was a great rush in the exhibition. Teacher, what else did you bring? Deepak, I also bought one story book. Teacher, it is better to have companionship of books. After you have complete writing the dialogue, have a role play with your peers inside the classroom. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel, like, comment and share.